We're back at 8:14 now with an investigation into a residential facility in Massachusetts using a highly controversial device on people with disabilities.
Yeah, the families of those involved vigorously defend the practice, but human rights advocates passionately condemn it. And we'll bring NBC's senior investigative correspondent Cynthia McFadden in right there. Cynthia, good morning.
Good morning. Well, that's right. If currently 55 people are attached to this device, some of them with profound autism. They're on the device 24 hours a day when they sleep, when they shower. Now, advocates say that it helps control them, that they can better control themselves so they don't harm themselves or others. I began reporting on this facility back in 2007 and wanted to know how painful the shock, the skin shock was. They hooked me up to the device, and I can tell you it hurts. It really hurts. I asked the founder, Dr. Matthew Israel, about that. He said, to work, it has to hurt. Now, the price tag is $275,000 per person per year. We're going to show you some things that you may find disturbing. Take a look.
This is the only place in the world that uses a therapy on children with disabilities, many with severe autism, that the UN has called torture. The Judge Rotenberg Center of Canton, Massachusetts. They've been doing it for 30 years.
The abuse is happening every single day.
Human rights lawyer Eric Rosenthal is outraged.
People tied down, screaming, stop, stop, it hurts, please stop. You don't have to be a human rights lawyer to know there's something deeply wrong here.
We visited JRC just before the pandemic and saw a backpack containing a device called a Graduated Electronic Decelerator, or GED, connected to electrodes that delivers a painful skin shock designed to modify behavior. The idea? Give 2-second shocks so they'll stop hurting themselves or others. But there have been terrible abuses, like Andre McCollins, tied to a restraint board for 7 hours and shocked 31 times for refusing to remove his coat. Several extreme cases like this became public more than a decade ago, but complaints of abuse persist. 24-year-old Rico Torres says he spent from 8 until 18 on the GED. Torres says, among other things, he was shocked for wetting the bed.
She'll shock me if I didn't wake up, and then I'll pee the bed and then she'll shock me again.
He worries about those who are still there.
What they're doing is just taking people that have issues and just building more.
Glenda Crook says problems at JRC are in the past.
We've changed a lot of things over the last few years.
For one, controversial founder and designer of the GED, Dr. Matthew Israel, is gone. And she is in charge.
He left in 2011. He retired, yes.
Well, he didn't just retire. He was accused of having suppressed evidence in a very serious case where the GED had, by everyone's definition, been misused.
Yes, and he retired.
Israel agreed to leave after being accused of destroying a surveillance tape of a student being shocked 77 times in just one night, after a prank caller instructed the staff to do so.
We made countless changes to our policies and procedures, including limitations to the GED device, a different set of training for the staff that are certified to utilize the GED device. There's a lot of changes that have been made.
You do understand that there are people who care very much about children with disabilities.
Yes, who, as do we.
Who hear that you're using painful skin shocks and say, what are you doing?
They've never been here. They don't know what we're about. They don't know the behaviors that our kids exhibit.
Young people like this were blurring his face at his parents' request.
He said hello?
I'm Cynthia. Hi.
We'll call him Charlie. He's nonverbal. And before he arrived, he spent all day alone in a padded cell. This is JRC's video when Charlie first arrived. His therapist says after a short time on the GED,
he's what he is, just a happy camper.
But Mark Pereira says the reality when he worked at JRC before its founder left was not so rosy. He says he witnessed shocks for a range of what he saw as everyday behaviors.
Rocking, spinning, running back and forth.
These aren't self-harm behaviors.
They're not hurting themselves. They're not hurting anybody.
He says he quit after 2 years because of what he saw as abuse. The worst, an incident involving a girl who was nonverbal as well as deaf and blind.
They were shocking her, and there was tears coming down her eyes. Well, come to find out, she had a broken tooth. She had a broken tooth, and they're shocking her.
Because she's moaning.
Yes, because she's in pain.
One of the reasons that you wanted to come forward, you're sick. You have cancer.
Yeah. I hope I live to see the day that this place will stop using shock treatment. I'm looking for that day.
Mark Pereira passed away shortly after this interview. JRC told us Mark was a disgruntled employee and that if he'd seen such abuse, he was obligated to report it.
There are serious concerns about abuses in the past.
Mike Flamia has represented the JRC for 30 years.
Mistakes were made, but that happens in every treatment program in the country. You will have people say, I did not have a good experience there. They didn't treat me right.
But this isn't just like they didn't treat me right. This is tying someone down to a restraint board and shocking them 31 times. I mean, nobody could defend that, correct? You're not defending that.
The treatment for that client worked beautifully. On that day, it didn't work. And they should have, with hindsight, they should have stopped the treatment earlier that day. But the treatment, he did extremely well here.
Just before the pandemic, JRC arranged for us to talk to 30 or so parents, all of whom strongly support the use of the device. And note, a judge approved.
Restraints did not work. Medicines did not work.
Andrew is intellectually disabled, his mother says, and autistic. The GED changed him.
This treatment is just wonderful, and we love his new life.
We sat down with a lot of parents, and they said, it's helped our kid. What do you say to them?
I sympathize with them because I know how hard it can be. We know better treatment is possible. And so, what I say to those parents is, your kid deserves better.
So we spoke to numerous experts who told us there are now other treatments available for even the most extreme behavior problems that don't leave the emotional scars of this painful GED treatment. Now, JRC says that they're committed to the residents at the facility. They believe the treatment has saved lives. They point out, in fact, that in Massachusetts in 2018, a court ruled that the treatment was humane and effective in a small number of cases they have there. Now, the future of the device is in limbo. Just before the pandemic, the FDA banned the device from use at the facility, but because of the pandemic, allowed it to continue to be used. So today, it is being used. JRC last week went to a federal court, said that the FDA had overstepped and that the ban should not go into effect. The American Academy of Pediatrics and many other groups are saying, no, the ban is totally appropriate. We wait for the court to rule. And one final thing, last night I did speak to Dr. Israel, the founder. He said that he believes that the GED and he made a contribution to mankind with the life-saving treatment. He says it is a good alternative to drugs. There's more on today.com. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you, Cynthia.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.